Hi everyone, welcome to CrypoFros channel. This part of the channel is dedicated to chart analysis and price prediction. And I am your host, Jeremy. So let's take a look at the SAND chart today and see what the market is doing and where it is heading. Let's reduce that real quick. So as you all can see, this is pretty bearish, a chart that we can see here. The chart, the price action has been rising all suddenly, as you all can know. So in here, we'll be looking for little POIs where the price might be, highly likely to bounce from, to touch before reversing to the opposite side. Here, given that the price is going down, we're looking for a bounce to the upside. So this also is a nice little trend line, which is a retail investor and trader strategy. So it's not really the smart money concept strategy or chart analysis that you would commonly see. However, combined together, the key levels of the smart money concept strategy and concept with trend lines and retail investor patterns, retail trader patterns, it could be, could form a good analysis, and it could come very handy with multiple proofs of price levels. So it could be pretty helpful. It could easily add an extra little insight and confirmation to your chart analysis. So here, as you guys can see, I'm highlighting different potential POIs that we will subsequently zoom into to try to refine it to a more accurate level that we could use in the future. You got levels to the upside and to the downside. That's going to create a range that we'll be looking to make plays within. All right, let's zoom in now and see what this chart has to tell us. So let's go way back first on the 4 hours to the first POI is highlighted. What can we see? A nice little baby here, pretty clear. Sell before buy that is definitely fueling, the impulse move to the upside, breaking the structure out of the square we drew up and breaking out of the top of this level right there. So this is a very valid POI. We'll just draw up a line there and then try to refine it lower down to a smaller time frame. There's definitely going to be something here too, because it's cryptocurrency, so sometimes the price dips down really low. Here too, look at that. We will try to narrow down our market analysis to a lower time frame to refine this little POI here, this little boy here, and this buddy over there. Yeah. Here we got another one that is pretty clear too. Is wicking down, liquidity grab before hitting higher. So this is pretty nice and super valid, Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so here to the upside now. So on our way back up, when the market will have done messing around and trying to head down lower, and will have finally started to make up its mind about going back higher and putting on a new all-time high. Basically, it'll go through these levels and it will go across these levels, and these levels will be significant level to watch for rejection and little bounce to the downside, down to another PY that will have been formed while the market will have made a new way up, a new rally up. So a little reminder here, say for example, let me find the brush. Say for example, the market goes down here, say it had not kept going down here, but started to, reverse here, boom, boom, break through. We could have expected the price to hit this level here, come in within this POI, liquidity grab, and complete the mitigation, and up, head down lower to a POI around there before stabilizing or consolidating sideways, forming a bullish pattern and breaking further up through the structure. Okay, would I looked at exiting around this level and re-entering around this POI to maximize the potential of this little range right there. So obviously it didn't happen, but that could have been a nice scenario that pretty much happens all the time on every time frames. So that's a little the sort of moves that we need to keep an eye out for. Oh, look at that. This line we just drew up, the price action came down and hit it perfectly. Look at that, twice, 2-2, and then it hit it back lower from this point. That's pretty nice. That's pretty neat. Let's look at that. Yeah. So had you had, an limit order at this level of however much money you'd have felt comfortable entering the market at, you would have made money, instant money. Would have touched it and instantly went back higher. So here would have been profit, boom, break back even, and boom, profit again, profit, and so far you'd have been in profit. We see that the market has been consolidating, going up and down here all throughout this month, and overall grinding up to the, to trying to push upward and break out all-time high to try to put in a new all-time high, okay, which eventually it did. Everyone thought that this was right here, the top. They saw a divergence on the RSI. I thought I was going to have a major pullback, and then it didn't happen. It kept breaking up higher, boom, boom, boom. So all throughout this period of skyrocketing and bull market, bullish movement, that's where a bunch of little POIs are forming, and you can spot them. So you can anticipate from this point forth where the market is going to go back down to eventually. So not right away, not within the hour, not within a week, not, what I'm saying? Like most of the time, you're gonna have to wait some time, all right? But you know that these levels are most likely gonna get hit at some point, at which these levels are gonna form the new bottoms to where you want to enter and hold from there, because those are gonna be discount prices. So now here, people thought, okay, it's gonna keep going up and keep doing what it's been doing so far. So let's just a little pullback is going to keep going, and then sure enough, people were in leveraged positions in the same token and got wrecked. And the price of SAND consolidated dropped down to the POI, to which if you had entered, you'd have made money. Since the price of the coin keeps falling down, we could anticipate a consolidation within this triangle here, which essentially would be considered a retail trader pattern. It's a descending triangle, so it is pretty bearish. So people would expect it to break to the downside, in which case it would come down and hit these levels that we already drew up, all right? However, if there's some sort of bullish momentum coming out of nowhere all of a sudden, it could easily, fake people out and short squeeze them, come hit this level, pull back at a POI, consolidate, break out this zone of supply higher up to the higher POI, at which point we don't necessarily know what you're going to do, but it could keep breaking out higher, rallying up higher, putting on a new all-time high, or on the opposite side gets majorly rejected from these levels and heading down lower to try to put down a new lower low, confirming a continuous downtrend, which hopefully we're not there. We want to see these levels reversing. We want to see these prices going back up. So let's try to zoom in a little bit more. We already have some nice POIs here. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're on a 1 hour chart here. Let's zoom in closer on a smaller time frame to refine the POI to its most accurate level, which essentially, let's try out this level here. That's what a lot of people will be looking at. Here, what do we have? Okay, so what do we put it here? Where would we put the POI at here? I would go ahead and put it on these two, these two levels, the top of the last sell before buy candle and the top of the week of the sell before buy candle. That would create the range. So a lot of people, what they would do, they would enter at the top level or the middle of the candle, and they would exit at the bottom of the candlestick, at the bottom of the week. All right, that would be the stop loss right here. And the next POI up would be the first target. Next POI up that we will determine at the most recent stage of the chart. So let's finish analyzing our POIs and then we'll get back to this potential trade. So we could drop a line here for this nice little POI right there, and another one more accurately right here. So these on their own would be two independent trades. You see, you would enter here. You could set up your stop loss right below this little red candle or below these two little candles right there. So pretty much the second line, basically the second level. The first level will be the entry price. The second level will be the exit price in case it's trying to go lower. And here we're already pretty accurate. So okay, so that'll do for now. Let's go back. Hold on. Let's try to zoom in on these and try to refine the POI to the upside. Okay. What do we have here? This one here could be a little bit more accurate to here. Boom. Okay. And this is the top of the chart. So this is all-time high. So we want to expect the all-time high to be retested and rejected as well. All right. So once again, I want to emphasize to you guys that how important it is to do your own market analysis and your own chart analysis with the thing that you see on the chart. Maybe helping yourself out and inspiring yourself with the different techniques that I'm conveying to you. But everyone has a different perception of things and can see different things on the chart. So you need to use the POIs that will be more relevant to you and that you feel like will work best for you, all right? Because, I'm seeing these POIs here, but some people might see something more along the lines of this one right there. Let me just square it up for you all. So this could be like a a considered POI for the price to go back up to before it hits down lower, around there. You see, like, look at this one right there on a smaller time frame. You could see that it went up, retested this previous POI, that if you'd sold there, you would have sold at the top, and then it went all the way down to the next POI here, that, or you could have cut one of these little consolidation area. So here you can see that this has essentially formed an ascending triangle that is a bearish little pattern that hasn't been respected because it broke to the upside. And then you could find, if you refine and zoom in, you will find a bunch of little POIs in there that the market went back down to and retested before heading back higher. So if you'd sold there and you would have aimed for these levels here to buy back, boom, you would have found yourself in instant profit, going back up to this little POI right there again, sold here, and then waited for the market to drop lower down. So to where, well, look at that, we're already at a POI right now. So this could be a POI where the market could bounce off of. You could enter at the top of the box and exit at the bottom of the box. Right there, you would enter here, you would exit here, and you would aim for first target, this one right there. Second target, you could aim for this one as a second target, and then third target would be the one here. This one, this square that's already been touched about, that could be the ultimate target. But if this is the ultimate target, yeah, this could be the ultimate target, where the price could essentially go back up to retest, reject, before dropping down and touching back this little square here, because we would break out of the trend line. So it could go down. That's like pulling back, consolidating and confirming the breakout of the trend line before carrying on its uptrend. No, let's zoom in again to the 1 hour time frame. So the next POI down after this one, if this one doesn't hold, let's get rid of this big ass square right here. If this one doesn't hold, another nice juicy little trade that could be taken by y'all would be this one right there. Same shit. You enter at the top of the box and you exit at the bottom of the box, aiming for the first target price of same thing. Be aiming here. This could be the first target. So this could be an entry here, first target where you exit a partial, for example, like, I don't know, 70% of your position, 60, 70, depends on yourself, on your strategy, and on your confidence, and on your emotion control as well, emotion management. Boom, little consolidation, a second partial up there. Boom, now you're already pretty well off from your trade. You made bank already. Already maximized the trade, right? Little consolidation, pullback slash pullback, up, and ultimate target right there, because from this point forth, I mean, you can be not sure, but there's very high chances for that. I mean, if the price of sand were to run up that high in one straight line like that, it's going to pull back for sure. So it's still, a lot of time these trend lines and POIs, they get retested. So you can see that the trend line and the POI is just crossing there together. So that could be a retest area. That could be a retest area that has a lot of confirmation to it, because it's combining a meaningful POI and a meaningful trend line. So, oh, sorry, let's circle it around. So this area of retest would be a nice area to buy into for anticipation of a move higher up to this level right there. Buying around there to sell there, or to hold and sell the partial here, like a 60% partial in anticipation of a breakout. So if he drops back down, you're still in profit, but you put your stop loss, halfway through, because you'll basically, if you enter here and you're targeting this top level and expecting a breakout of structure for the price to rally up and trying to retest like previous all-time highs or previous higher levels. When it hits there, it's gonna pull back to another POI that will have been formed on this little way up. That you can also measure and anticipate with these Fibonacci retracement levels. So you would draw the Fibo like that, highlight the different major levels, which would be the second one from the top, and in my opinion, and the second and the third one from the top. All right, so it would be 38% and 50%. Okay, so you could put your stop loss right below it, right below the 50%. Yeah, right below the 50%. So let's get rid of that now. So we put the stop loss in white, all right, so that you would have entered here, aim for this level. So as it goes up and gets past this POI right there, because you're aiming to, take out a partial at this level right there. So if it goes up past this POI, you raise your stop loss from below this area up to here, which is right below the 50% Fibonacci level of this potential move up, in order to, in anticipation of the price going back down and against you and not respecting your thesis, to get exited out for profit. So it would be a small profit, but it would still be a profit. So you would not exit at a loss. So that'd be a profitable trade, although it would not have necessarily hit your target, which most likely if it breaks out through this POI, it will hit your target anyway. And yeah, as it goes up, you just raise your stop loss, over and over, higher and higher as it goes along. It's called trailing stop loss. All right, guys, I think we'll wrap it up for today. I mean, I think it was a nice little insight into my thought process about how to analyze the chart. That'll do for today. I hope it was helpful and insightful. So please, guys, if you got any value from this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment, of course. And also turn on the notification bell to be notified every single time a new video gets posted. Please do that. It's going to help you to get on top of the game, to get on top of the trades. And please watch and like the videos as well. It's going to help the algorithm tremendously. Leave a comment below as well. If you got any questions, any suggestion, or anything like that you want to share with me, just leave a comment below. Do not hesitate. Do not shy away. This is your time to shine. And do not forget to share this video with anybody you believe would love to learn more about cryptocurrency, crypto trading, and want to make money in the market as well. And to whom you believe that this video could be of value, just share it with them, all right? Just go for it. So on these positive notes, guy, just be safe, trade safe, pull up these charts and train yourself out on them. Just trying to find your own comfort, observe the market, trying to find your own little strategy. Make a killing, bro. All right, peace out, guys.